Okay folks, right, the winch is all done, and obviously this is going to have to be clamped down at some point, but our next step is a little bit of dry brushing. So I'm going to use the metal grey colour for some parts, and then I'm going to do a little bit of a wash and rust wash flooring models, which is this one. I'm not going to use too much because it's quite strong. The rust is mainly on leaf springs and a little bit of grime on the axles and stuff like that. So once that's done, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, we've gone ahead and put a little bit of rust wash from flooring models in certain places to give the chassis some weathered effects. So that's dry brushing with silver or metal silver and the rust effect. Our next step is used Floyd's grime, so this is going to mimic grime, just like it says. So the same thing is put it in small places. Okay, the grime is all done. It probably doesn't show up very much, but at the end of the day it's very subtle weathering and blending. Our next step is, I like to use Tamiya panel line black, sometimes grey, sometimes browns, because I do have all the ranges, but I'm going to use a black wash around axles, leaf springs, that kind of thing. So again, this you don't have to clean up. I just like to put it in and let it do its capillary action type flow. It does dry kind of flat sometimes, and sometimes it can stay wet. It all depends what's underneath it, around the axles. This will probably get quite grimy and had a lot of wear around the transmission split box type thing for the different axles. We have the joints to get some wear. We need to do these leaf springs. Those ones have been done. We could do these leaf springs. Around the winch, it's going to take some wear. The motor for the winch, you're probably going to get some grime on it. Put some on the cable, some around here, even this funny looking pulley system on the front of it. I'm not sure what that's for. So we're going to go ahead and just tidy this up a bit more by adding a little bit of black here and there. So our next step is to do the rifles, and the rifles sit in these racks. You saw me painting these rifles previously, and that's how I do weapons and how I pretty much generally do tools. It's kind of the same way. The rifles will sit this way round in the rack. So we're going to go ahead and glue these into place. So a little bit of quick set from Tamir. Fill these holes. We want to be somewhat quickly because of it can dry quite quickly, quick set. In goes the rifles, and another one here. Once they're in, don't need to touch them. So we're going to go do 3 more and the job will be a good one. So there you are. The rifles are all into place. We do have one little ammo box or storage box of some sort. It can sit there. And that's pretty much the interior for some of the soldiers or crew members and stuff. Okay folks, I made a slight mistake with the truck. I've gone ahead and painted it in the CC green, but I realised I need to do the black first, so what I'm going to have to do is repaint the black, or do black first, and then I'm going to use this tool from Display, which is a Display circle cutter. Comes in this nice bag, box. In this box you get your cutting pieces, your little pins for cutting. Put them in the end of the cutter, adjust it. This is the size of the circles you need. Do a circle, and then we can stick the circles on the vehicle for the pattern, like it is here. So you see these circles, that's how we're going to create the pattern. So I'll quickly show you how I'm going to do this. Get some of your Tamiya tape, however you want to do it. This is going to be more than enough for the circles. Doesn't matter if they're complete circles. I'm going to put one of these pins in. Right, once the pin has been put in, I've adjusted the size of the needle, and now it's this case of putting it down as firm as you can get it. It's quite heavy. This is made of cast metal. It's just a case of going around like this. Check in your circle. Looks good to me. Peel up the tape. And then, just as you can see, I've made a circle. However, that's a little bit too small for what I need. That was just showing you roughly how to do it, so we're going to do it again next to it. Undo this. Let's go for 1 centimeter circles. Pop the needle back in. You have to be careful. These are kind of magnetic, but sometimes they can fall back out again. And let's try it over here. Let's peel this tape back. That looks much better. Doing it on your cutting mat, you are going to end up cutting loads of circles into your mat, so be prepared, bear that in mind. So now we have a circle. So when we come to stick, once this is painted black, once you stick it over the vehicle and then you spray the green again, it's going to reveal the mask of the black circle pattern. Okay folks, the basic pattern is done now. So this is roughly where the black's going to go, and then we're going to stick those circles in those places. I didn't film it because there's no need. It's just basically masking off or painting the areas that require the black. And the same on the actual main cargo area. It's all done with black. And then, as I say, just put the masks on, and then we can just blast over it with the green, and it should make those circles. Okay folks, I've gone ahead and masked up all the weird circle shapes, so hopefully this is going to come out hopefully fine. We've done the roof. This is a khaki colour and black, and this is going to be the green and black. And we've gone ahead and done it around the cab. It requires a little bit smaller circles around the front. This is going to be green, and all the front is all green. The top of the vehicle calls out for it to be black, so does that call out to be black. So the next step is to paint it green. Okay folks, moment of truth. We're going to reveal this and see if it's come out perfectly like I expected. Let's try it. So there you are my friends, that is the completed camouflage. It's come out much better than I expected. It hasn't come out completely perfect. I wasn't expected to be perfect. There's a couple of blemishes where I just need to tidy up slightly. Like here, somehow the tape has peeled my paint off. That's probably because I had the paint a little bit too thin, but that's easy fix. As for the cab, it's come out reasonably well. Again, there's a little blemish on the fender, but we could always leave that and make it marks and scratches because it's going to be chipped up a little bit. There's a little bit of blemish there I need to clean up. And as for the tarp, which is a little blemish there, but this is going to have to be lightened because this is far too clean and crisp for what it is. So I'm going to let it settle, clean up the marks, give this a clear coat. I like to use Tester's Dell coat for some of my armoured vehicles to seal the paint in, and then it's pretty much ready for the rest of the assembly.